Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is D. Merle. The new show, Let's Talk About It. I got a few things on my mind right about now. I'm going to be honest with y'all. Let's get straight down to the nitty gritty. Okay? I want to talk about Kareem Hunt from the Kansas City Chiefs, who just found himself without a job over some straight nonsense. It's just ridiculous, and I'm sick to my stomach. And I'm just coming in automatically on 10 because what I don't understand and what I'm tired of is these young brothers. Every time you turn around, these young athletes finding themselves in situations where basically they can't control themselves, compromising everything that they worked hard for, throwing it down the drain. And even if they don't throw it down the drain, why are you curtailing and derailing your career and putting big stains on it? I mean, it just stinks. It's just ridiculous. So let's go backwards here. Yesterday, Friday afternoon, TMZ sends out a video of Kareem Hunt as well as two of his friends and his girlfriend. And then we have a white young lady in a video in a hotel in Ohio, where all you see on the camera from the hotel is Kareem Hunt losing his mind, pushing his boys, pushing this young lady. At the end of the video, we see him kick her. And then we see a second video of the young lady talking to the police. Now, here's the backstory, people. What happens is, I guess they were out partying. His friends bring this girl back to the hotel. Okay. Something went on in there where they wanted to hook up with her, whether if it was Kareem or their friends wanted to hook up with the young lady. She didn't want to do it. They put her out the room. So she's banging on the door. She's banging on the door about 30 minutes, going off. They say that she's, allegedly at least, say that she's calling him all kind of N-words and saying this and saying that and knocking on the door. So Kareem Hunt just can't take it no more. Comes out of the room and going off, cussing her out, I guess, pushing, shoving. His boys can't hold him back. And I say this all the time with these young guys too. Try to tell them all the time. And I'm sure family members too. Watch the company you have around you. First thing is you need to be able to behave and control yourself. Second thing is who do you have around you that's a good influence that just in case you lose your mind, they can reel you back in? Or is it birds of a feather flock together with ignorance? So they can't get him back in the room. We see this on the video, okay? All of a sudden, this goes on for 4 or 5 minutes, and at the end, he ends up kicking this girl after he pushed her down. Boys can't get him back in the room. His girlfriend, Kareem Hunt's girlfriend, couldn't get him back in the room. And here you have it. Those two videos aired. Now, this whole event happened back in February of this year, 2018. The Kansas City Chiefs said and reported that they actually did an investigation. They sat down with Kareem Hunt. They talked to him. They asked him things about the incident. He lied to them, allegedly, according to the Chiefs. So guess what they decided to do? All within an hour and a half, 2 hours of that tape being released by TMZ. Released him. Now, last year, this kid, it's no question about it that Kareem Hunt is a special talent. The kid is just special. He's from Toledo, Ohio, okay? Went to the University of Toledo. Went into the NFL draft last year in the 3rd round, gets picked up, and he rushed for the most yards as a rookie last year. Came in with Patrick Mahomes. And now here they are, 2018, second year. And what happens? He's rushing for many yards. Right now, the Chiefs are at the top and having a very, very good year. And looks like they're in the hunt for the Super Bowl, actually. That's the crazy part about it. And so, what do we have? We've got him with this video and lying to the Chiefs. And so what do? They had to release him. You know why? Because we all remember Ray Rice, don't we? See, they say words speaks volumes. Well, a video is just out of control with what it speaks, right? And what I just can't stand, and I'm tired of, is these young brothers who work hard, do all this stuff to get to this level, and then I just got to do something to mess it up. I have to. I just can't believe it. But you know what? Look at what happened. This is fresh. So you got Kareem Hunt. And I'm going to just jump real quick on another young brother, Reuben Foster. What did he do? Same thing. Domestic violence charge, 2-time offense by him. Last year, Reuben Foster's girlfriend reported that she had been hit and had put domestic violence charges on him, on Reuben Foster. Now, she came back to the judge and said that she made it all up. Charges was dropped. But then they turn around, he stayed with her, which is the part I don't understand. If anybody put anything on me, a female, and give some false charges on me and say that I hit her, I raped her, I threatened her, I did anything which I would never ever do, but you lied to the police and said that, that would be the last time you ever seen D. Marl's face, as well as ever talk to me again. But this brother stayed with her. And so now he has charges on him again with the same woman. And San Francisco released him. Right when his waivers cleared, inside of 48 hours, Washington Redskins pick him right up. And that's what's interesting, because now we're going to see if somebody within these 48 hours pick up Kareem Hunt. I just don't understand, when are they going to learn the lesson? We can go back a couple of years. You had Chad Johnson, Ocho Cinco. Miami released him because he headbutted his wife. Domestic violence. Ray Rice, we seen the video, knocked his girlfriend out. That's just crazy. These brothers doing this stuff. You don't put your hands on a woman. It's just simple as that. And you don't have yourself in situations either where things will happen. Jameis Winston, him too. He almost messed his career up. He's on a thin line right now. Over there at Tampa Bay, behavioral issues. I just want to know, people, and I want y'all to really, let's talk about this. Leave some comments, because what's ridiculous is these guys won't learn. They won't stop. Now we got a bunch of brothers in the NFL, in the NBA, even in Major League Baseball, that conduct themselves in a positive way. It's a lot of them that do it. But we have too many, because 5, as far as I'm concerned, is too many, that are pretty much messing up their situations, staying in their name. And this is the thing. It's not just about you. You're ruining your family's name, the organization that you play for, the league, as in the National Football League or the NBA, whichever one it is. And on the brink of just blowing an opportunity that's so special. And you know, I had this conversation earlier with a couple brothers, right? About this with, you know, what would need to be done to change these guys' perspective and change their attitude and their behavior and emotions and controlling themselves. And I had one brother say, "Oh man, he 23 years old. Come on, we all made mistakes at 23. Are you kidding me? There's too many examples that's in front of these guys that you don't need to make no mistakes yourself. And I'm not trying to hear this 23-year-old stuff. I'm not trying to hear that. I'm not trying to hear it from my son, who's 20 years old. I'm not trying to hear that. I'm just young. Come on, I'm going to make my mistakes. Come on. Some mistakes we can't come back from. But I want to put this on your mind before I get out of here. Outside of these young men and or women in some situations too, the failing of this also starts in two places, people. It starts in the house at the youth level with parenting, and it also starts in the community. When I think about these youth athletes that right now at a young age, many of their coaches are in their lives, and guess what they care about mostly? They just care about winning. So young Kareem Hunts and Reuben Fosters, when they're 9 and 10 years old and they're playing youth football, oh man, they're so special. Well, they probably were. And a lot of the youth are right now. But guess what's going on at home and in school? We got behavioral problems. Who's shaping them the right way? It takes a village. Are we failing at that point? That's the question I want to ask. And please leave a message. Let's talk about it. I appreciate y'all listening. This is D. Marl. First episode on my podcast. Let's talk about it. Leave some comments, people. Hit that like button, hit that share button, and hit that subscribe button to your boy, D. Marl. Let's talk about it. Holler at y'all later. All right.